Dramatic video showing federal agents blowing up a front door in Huntington Park today. The agents looking for a man they say rammed a federal vehicle last week during immigration raids. The aggressive tactics of those agents terrifying the family inside that home and the rest of the community. And we've learned the man those agents were looking for this morning is now back home with his family tonight after turning himself in earlier today. Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell is live tonight in Huntington Park with exclusive new information. Amy?
And David, I spoke with Jorge Sierra Hernandez shortly after he was released from federal custody. He was clearly shaken by the events of today and the extensive damage due to that enforcement action by federal agents here at his home. You can see that the home is still boarded up at this hour. He didn't want to say much about the accusations against him, but he did tell me he has hired an attorney. Jorge Sierra Hernandez back at home with his girlfriend, getting a look at the damage caused by armed federal agents who stormed their Huntington Park house in the early morning hours.
They were up to right here with their rifles, and we heard some screaming up in the front, but we couldn't see because everything was blocked, but it was pretty shocking.
A window shattered, a drone sent in, the front door blown off by the explosion. Inside, a terrified Jenny Ramirez trying to protect the couple's 2 young children. Jorge was not at home. In Spanish, Jenny says, "Where they broke the window, my baby was there, and before I got him out of there is when it exploded. My ears went blank. I imagined how they would feel, and they were shaking."
What happened here today, this morning, it's hard to put into words.
The federal action stemming from an incident during a protest against ICE activity in the Bell Maywood area last week. There were reports of people running into federal cars. A government spokesman claiming Jorge Sierra Hernandez rammed his car into a Border Patrol vehicle, obstructing the work of agents.
This family, did nothing wrong. Like I said, they were involved in a minor traffic accident. And then this is a level of violence and the response that we get.
Flores says the agents called Jorge after this morning's action at his home.
This incident happened and they told Jorge, "Have they told you what we did? Do you know what we did already?" And he said, "Yeah, I talked to my wife."
Hernandez turned himself into federal agents and is now free on bail.
Set aside the monetary, the physical damage. You cannot put a dollar amount on the emotional damage, on the trauma. Not only from Jenny, not only from her husband, but also from the children.
So once again, Jorge Sierra Hernandez is free on bail tonight, but he told me he has no idea what charges he'll be facing. Reporting live in Huntington Park, Amy Powell, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.